Kiryat Mattersdorf is a Haredi neighborhood in Jerusalem. It is located on the northern edge of the mountain plateau on which central Jerusalem lies. It is named after Mattersburg, a town in Austria with a long Jewish history. It borders Kiryat Itri and Romema. The main thoroughfare is Panamera Street, which segues into Sorotskin Street at the neighborhood's eastern end. In 2015, Kiryat Mattersdorf had approximately 700 residents. A lesser-known name for the neighborhood is Kiryat Shiva Kethalos, in memory of the Sieben Gemeinden of Burgenland which were destroyed in the Holocaust, Mattersdorf being one of them. History. Kiryat Mattersdorf was founded in 1958 by the Mattersdorfer Rav, Rabbi Shmuel Ehrenfeld, whose ancestors had served as Rav of the Austrian town of Mattersdorf for centuries, starting with his great-great-grandfather, the Chassam Sofer, in 1798. When the community was evicted from Austria during the Anschluss of 1938, the Mattersdorfer Rav re-established his yeshiva in New York. On one of his visits to Israel in 1958, accompanied by Rav Avram Meir Israel Honyeda Ruv, he purchased the land and established a new neighborhood in commemoration of the 7 communities of Burgenland, Mattersdorf among them, that had been destroyed by the Nazis. 1959, he sent one of his sons, Rabbi Akiva Ehrenfeld, to supervise the construction and selling of apartments and public institutions in the new neighborhood. Among the institutions that the Mattersdorfer Rav set up were Talmud Torah Mane Simcha, Yeshiva Mane Simcha, 2 synagogues named Heikel Shmuel, one for Nuzak Ashkenaz and one for Nuzak Sephard, and the Neva Simcha nursing home, named after his father. The outermost street in the neighborhood is named Mane Simcha after his father's Torah work. Akiva Ehrenfeld moved to Kiryat Mattersdorf in the early 1990s and served as president of all these institutions. Akiva Ehrenfeld also founded Yeshivas Beis Shmuel, named for his father, in the mid-1980s. The cornerstone for the neighborhood was laid in spring 1963 and the first apartments were ready for occupancy in May 1965. The first occupants included Rabbi Chaim Pinchas Scheinberg and his wife Bessie, his son Rabbi Simcha Scheinberg and his family, his daughter Rebet Zanfruma Rochelle Altuski and her family, and more than 20 students from Rabbi Chaim Scheinberg's yeshiva, Torah or. Akiva Ehrenfeld was the one who encouraged Scheinberg to relocate his yeshiva to Jerusalem from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, offering attractive terms for apartments and land for the yeshiva at the southeast end of the neighborhood. Ehrenfeld also encouraged other Torah institutions to populate the community. Kiryat Mattersdorf was the first neighborhood to be built in northern Jerusalem. It was joined in subsequent years by Kiryat Itri, Kiryat Mattersdorf, Kiryat Sands, and Hamem Gimel Street of northern Romema. For many years, the neighborhood was situated on Jerusalem's northern border, facing Jordanian strongholds across the valley in present-day Ramallah. The main street has always been known as Rechov Panamerot, after the Sefer Panamerot by Rabbi Meir Eisenstadt. Austrian ties. Akiva Ehrenfeld established close ties with the government of Austria to obtain funding for several institutions, including Neva Simcha and a kindergarten. Following an official state visit to Israel by Austrian President Thomas Klestel in 1994, which included a side tour of Kiryat Mattersdorf, Klestel hosted Ehrenfeld at an official reception at the Hofburg Palace in Vienna on January 24, 1995. Resident profile. Most of the inhabitants of Kiryat Mattersdorf identify with the Litvish style of Haredi Judaism. Many are Elim from the United States and United Kingdom. Notable rabbis who live in Kiryat Mattersdorf include Rabbis Zelig Pliskin, Moshe Sachs, Nota Schiller, Chaim Bravender, and Yosef Savitsky. Rabbis Simcha Wasserman, Chaim Pinchas Scheinberg, Mendel Weinbach, and Shlomo Lawrence were longtime residents. Rabbi Yitzchok Yechiel Ehrenfeld, grandson of Shmuel Ehrenfeld and son of Akiva Ehrenfeld, is the Rav of Kiryat Mattersdorf. Schools. The Torah or Yeshiva founded by Rabbi Chaim Pinchas Scheinberg and the Chase and Sofa network of schools and yeshivas formerly headed by Rabbi Akiva Ehrenfeld are the major institutions for boys and young men in the neighborhood. Girls' schools include Beis Yaakov of Mattersdorf and Visionitz School for Girls.